Relaxation at last.
Sì, sì, sì. Penso forse vengono a casa mia.
Hold up. Let's back up. Ciao, ragazzi, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Anise, and I'm an American living between London and Italy. And in today's vlog, I'll be taking you through a typical day of my life living in Puglia in a small beach town on the southern coast. During the week, our day usually starts around 7:30 a.m., and the first thing we do is take out our dog Lily and open up the house. Our house is a 1970s 4-bedroom, 3-bath with garden and roof terrace. We're currently renovating, and if you've watched my house hunting series or any other video prior to this, you'll know that we bought the house with all of the previous owner's stuff in it. So as we get settled in ourselves and also renovate, the house is pretty much in a constant state of mess. After I set out Lily's breakfast in the morning, I usually stand over her and brush my teeth because otherwise she'll just follow me wherever I go and not properly eat her food. Bae wants to accuse me of being performative here, but it actually reveals more about him.
That just shows how much you don't know about our morning routines. Now it's evidently clear who takes care of Lily. But he has no idea what the morning routines are.
Our property isn't connected to a central aqueduct. Instead, we have a cistern with unfiltered water that we can bathe in, but can't drink. And this morning, we're running low on our drinking water. So we're going to take a little stroll to the nearby public fountain to fill up our bottles and replenish the drinking water in the house. While we're at the neighborhood watering hole, we see our neighbor doing some yard work, and so we stop for a little chat.
Buongiorno. Come stai? Tutto bene? Ok, grazie.
Parla italiano.
Sì, parlo un po' meglio adesso, piano piano.
Piano piano impara bene.
Sì, sì. Conosci il mio...
These kind of run-ins with the people in our community is something that happens all the time in our daily life in Italy. It's one of the most beautiful parts of the experience living here. But it does take some getting used to. For example, our neighbors will sometimes just stop by unannounced to catch up or have a little cafe, which can easily turn into a 2-hour visit. And while I'm very happy to have this community, Bae and I are both so accustomed to operating in a very London kind of way, where even simple catch-ups between friends are usually scheduled, sometimes weeks in advance.
Ciao. Buongiorno.
Living in Puglia, I often find, as you'll see in this vlog, that whatever my plans are for the day, I might as well just not have planned anything at all. Because, for example, the electrical company who I've been trying to schedule an appointment with for weeks will just show up at my house, unannounced, and be like, "Hey, we're ready to work. Can we come in?" And obviously, I'm not going to turn them away when I've been desperate for them to get back to me. So, it's a very drop-in culture in the south of Italy. But, you know, in a lot of parts of Western society, this is precisely the connectivity we're lacking and yearning for. So I wholeheartedly welcome it, but it does take adjusting to, and generally unlearning a lot of what I've grown accustomed to in London and New York.
Buongiorno. Io prendo...
On any given day, we usually have workers at the house starting from around 7:30 a.m. because they'll work all morning and then stop at around 12:30 or 1 because that's when most of Italy stops working to have lunch. Sometimes they'll come back later in the day around 4 p.m., or if it's too hot, they'll start work again the next morning early. In the mornings, Bae and I always try to get a little bit of exercise in. This morning, I felt something was wrong with Lily. She was more anxious than usual. And my intuition was right. She had a spiky clover seed stuck in her paw from our walk, which was bothering her. I'm glad we spotted it.
Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
After our little workout, I make breakfast for us, and I also usually prep some espresso and water for the workers when they arrive. It's currently day 2 of installing AC and heating in our house. I already have 2 whole videos dedicated to this installation on my channel. They're part of my renovation series, so make sure you go check them out. At the house, we use a lot of essentials left by the previous owners, which over time we'll slowly replace with our own things. Since the house is still a work in progress, we tend to just wear ratty old clothes around, hence why I look like a bum in half this video. But you guys are seeing the real deal of our life here. Finally, a moment to sit down and eat. Or so I thought. And then it's time to consult with our plumber. My Italian is very basic, but enough to get by. That said, in Italy, I'm usually juggling a lot of things at once, plus speaking in a language I barely know, so I get overstimulated very quickly, as evidenced here by this yogurt I spilled simply walking from one room to the next. I've been awake now for about 4.5 hours, but I'm only just now getting a chance to wash my face. I only use bottled water or spring water for my face when we're at our Italian house because, like I said earlier, the water in our cistern has a lot of impurities, so we also don't use it to brush our teeth. It's a bit of an annoying process, and maybe in the future we'll integrate a filtration system into our plumbing so that we can use our faucets the same way we do in London. But piano piano. There's no rush, and we accept that we bought a house on the beach that comes with these kind of lifestyle changes. After getting a bit of skincare in, I wanted to start tidying up where the men were working and wipe the AC units clean of handprints and debris. Oh my god. Delivery. But of course, something else popped up. Never ends, guys. Arrivo! Boiler's on, and now it's time for me just to wipe these down. I just need to wipe them down now because if I don't, as you guys can see, like I will forget because every moment there's something new that pops up that grabs my attention. And I'm also navigating this while also trying to be a supportive partner. I need the time when we like have lunch. He's on calls all day from like 9 a.m. to like 7 or 8. And a lot of times he only gets like 15 minutes for lunch, if that. So we try to have lunch together, but a lot of times he's just eating at his desk. We are European living, but sometimes with work, we are like operating very much like Americans. And that is also a transition when you are living in a place like the south of Italy. If you are going to be eating out and not at home, you need to make sure that you get yourself organized in those windows of time when things are open because otherwise you won't be eating or you won't be able to go to the store to get what you need. Let's wipe down these damn ACs. Very happy donna in her Puglia beach house because we now finally have AC, heat, and dehumidifying. So can't get much happier. I'm finally going to jump in the shower and get myself ready for the day. This afternoon, we're having a scheduled catch-up with friends. Patience and Alessandro run a fabulous restaurant on the beach, which is where we met them.
Thanks so much.
And after chatting, we learned that they too lived in London, but then decided to relocate to Alessandro's native Puglia, full-time.
It takes a bit of an effort.
Dressed up for us.
No ideas for the house, but this is like really great. There's so many ideas and they keep saying, oh, Christian.
There used to be a fence here, but it like fell down. I know. No. You and me both, girl. Cannot wait for the finished product. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet.
We'll have a big table that can fit maybe about 12 to 14 people. We'll have a little, the water is...
You can like really see. Because I asked the guy when he finished yesterday, I'm like, well, are you gonna put white paint again for like this section so it's like all the same? And like the guy, because they've been weathered at different times, is this always gonna look more weathered than this?
No.
Probably not. Because this looks like this. Like, now we are like at the 99.9% mark. For some reason, once there's only 0.1% left to do, it's been taking like weeks to get done. So I'm at a point where I'm just ready to be done with the roof. I also like, don't y'all want the final payment? Like, you know what I mean?
But it's done.
But it is done. It is done now. It is done now. It's done in as much as in 2-3 weeks I like how it looks.
So we were gonna do a quick coffee at 2 for half an hour, and they came at 2. And we did have a little quick coffee. And then we're like, oh, we'll have to get back to work at 2:30. And Bay obviously has like set calls that he has to be on. So he jumped back onto his calls at 2:30. But actually he pushed some stuff back. So I think he jumped back on his calls at like 2:50. And then they stayed until like 4:30. And whenever Bay had like 5 minutes, he kind of left and like hung out. But that's the Italian way. That is the Italian way. And it's nice. It's nice. But now, I actually, with all the running around, haven't had any lunch. So it is 4:30 and I'm gonna give myself some leftovers for lunch. Late lunch today. Thank goodness for having a microwave. And so around 5 p.m., I joined Bay out on the veranda to tuck into a little late lunch and a moment of respite and relaxation. Relaxation at last.
Sì. Penso forse vengono.
Hey guys, it's Anise. Are you still there? Okay. Well, if you're still watching at this point, I have 2 important announcements for you. 1, I've set a date for my upcoming YouTube Live, where you can ask me anything and everything about buying property in Italy, whether personally or as a company, questions about buying a car, about doing a renovation, and everything else that comes with home ownership abroad. That date for my YouTube Live is March 1st, 2026. So mark your calendars. 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. UK time. Also, the second important item, guys, if you are enjoying my content, please make sure to give this video, and every other one that you watch, a big thumbs up. Leave a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps my channel get out to those who want it most. So I'd really appreciate the support. leave a like, hit the subscribe, and share my content with everyone you know. Per usual, it's always a pleasure, guys. Stay tuned to find out what goes down with the Italian Fire Department, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Ci vediamo!